This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Marcy,
Betsy.
what's happening?
God, all of it. All of it is
All
happening.
of it's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep going in the world of Griffith Park here in LA.
Yes.
Because there's so much crazy shit.
Let's see if I can spoil this one as much as I spoiled the last one.
No.
I just want to see.
Well, no, I'll say it right now, and
Okay.
it won't
That way I can't ruin
get
it.
spoiled. This way you can't. But a big part of Griffith Park, and it kind of, we see it every day. It's above the city we live in.
The observatory.
No,
Shit.
but pretty like
The Hollywood sign.
the Hollywood sign. Guys, it's fucking haunted
It
as
is.
shit.
And I know why, but I'm going to let you say
You let
it.
me say it.
I'm gonna let you say
You let
it.
me say it. Okay. So, in the 1920s and 30s, there was this up-and-coming Broadway actress named Peg Entwistle.
Oh.
That's such a cool name.
Perfect stage name.
Peg Entwistle.
Entwistle.
Entwistle is such a fun name. And she moved out to LA to, make it big on the moving pictures.
Same reason we all did, baby.
Oh, yeah. Tinseltown. Here we go.
Why is it called tinsel?
I don't know. Because it's shiny, but also shitty,
Hey.
maybe? Like
'Cause
tinsel on a Christmas tree?
Shiny, but also shitty.
Shiny, and also just like, even months after Christmas is over, you find
Fucking
pieces of it.
Everywhere.
You're like, God damn, I thought we got rid of this tinsel.
So it's like you move here, and even if you leave it, it'll
It'll
ruin your
stay with you.
your carpet for years. Okay.
So after years of not really getting anything, she finally books a pretty good juicy part in a movie called 13 Women, only to have it not make the final cut. Her part got fucking
Too
cut
many women.
from the so now
were
it's
like, it's
12
12
women. Oh, what a bummer.
That's truly sad.
So, on September 16th, 1932, Peg drunkenly hikes up to the Hollywood sign, and at this time it was Hollywood Land. And it was that because they wanted to make it a big real estate
yeah,
thing,
it was
all over the hills.
a real estate developer.
Yeah.
had was calling it Hollywood Land.
Yeah, to be like, and that was more of an advertisement.
Yes.
The Hollywood sign of just like, soon it's going to be built up in these hills. And she was hiking up from her uncle's house, and then she climbed up the rickety maintenance ladder up the letter H and jumped 45 feet to her death.
Yeah, those things are huge.
They're gigantic.
because you can see them from miles away.
in an airplane.
You can see it from
see them in an airplane.
So it looks like just little, but it's really
it's gigantic.
yeah. So that's a long fall.
It's a big fall. 45. That's 4 basketball hoops and a half.
You're right. Damn, you're
That's
right, Betsy.
huge. That's so tall. That's so tall.
Man, Michael Jordan couldn't even slam dunk that height. Man, I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that.
It's early. No, keep it in. It was perfect.
Thank you.
Slim jump it.
Michael
so
Jordan
a
slam
day,
jumping.
a day later, a hiker, and I don't know why it blew my mind. I was like, whoa, people liked hiking in 1932.
Well, they're wearing woolen clothes, I imagine.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
They
it
don't
blew my mind. I was like,
I get it.
oh, of course people are hiking around. Everybody likes to hike.
Because they have like bad, weird leather shoes.
Yeah.
They
Ouch.
stunk after a hike.
Ouch. I mean, we stink after a hike, and we've got all that Gore-Tex. Whatever shit. Okay. So a hiker found her body with a note saying, quote, and I got most of this information from an article on the internet, I think Vogue.
Oh.
Or Vanity Fair, maybe?
One of the
Vanity Fair.
V's.
One of those fucking V magazines. And the note says, I am afraid. I am a coward. I am sorry for everything. If I had done this a long time ago, it would have saved a lot of pain. P.E.
Yikes.
Isn't that so sad?
That's really sad.
It's really sad.
Ugh. I mean, also just go get another job.
It's really sad. I know.
Being an actor's so dumb.
It's a really weird. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a really weird thing.
Just get another job.
Just get another job.
I'm sorry man, I hope the editor feels really bad. I have 12 women.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, yikes, we had to cut
the
it.
editor had no choice. The director.
The editor did it. I blame the editor.
Hey, director, I took some liberties and I got rid of the 13th woman.
Too Broadway seeming for the screen.
Too Broadway seeming. So, cut to now. Let's fucking talk about the spooky stuff.
That's what we came for.
So, a few years later, people started to see and feel strange things around the Hollywood sign, believing that it was Peg's spirit hanging out there. In the 1940s, the H, which Peg jumped from, mysteriously toppled over, and people were all like, oh shit, that's Peg.
Maybe it's because it had the weight of a human on it a few years earlier.
Yeah, and also it's probably pretty shoddy.
Yeah, they were like,
they're like, this is going to be a temporary sign.
Yeah, it was like made of wood and.
Yeah. And oh God, get those Santa Ana winds. You're lucky. We're lucky it doesn't blow over every day. Damn, dog.
You don't know about these winds.
These winds, man, they blow my wig off constantly.
Your beautiful wig.
My huge wig is constantly getting blown off during the Santa Anas. Oh, it's frustrating. Okay, great. And throughout the years, people have seen a lady in 1930s clothing roaming around in that area and kind of all throughout Griffith Park, like in those trails up and around there.
Could be any actress running lines.
Could be any actress. Yeah, just looking crazy. I will, like, on the way to an audition or something, I'll be in my car, like, running my lines. I'm like, I look fucking insane.
Well, you could look like you're talking on Bluetooth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that is true.
And you're having a fight with, like, Henry, put the knife down.
Yeah.
Henry, no.
Quit looking at me like that, Henry. Griffith Park Rangers have seen this ghost of the Hollywood sign, especially on foggy nights. And whenever they see her, there's the smell of gardenias. Is that how you say it?
Gardenia.
Gardenias,
Yeah.
which apparently was Peg's favorite scent of perfume.
They only had like 5 perfumes.
Yeah,
then.
like
it was
rose.
Like you could smell like English rose, gardenia, nothing. Salt, sand.
Salt, sand.
Soot.
I like
Salt, sand, and soot.
I like the combo of all three that just make you smell like a basement.
Yeah, salt, sand, and soot.
Oof. I've gotten laid so much because of my salt, sand, and soot
She gets
perfume.
plowed, y'all.
I get fucking railed because of that. I get a train run on me. My mom's listening. She'll be like, what's that?
What's that?
She doesn't know what a podcast is. I had to try to explain it to her one time, and she's like, wait,
how
so
many
what?
do you have?
Yeah. This is a thing you do? Okay, great. In the 90s, a couple were hiking and suddenly saw, quote, a disoriented blonde woman dressed in 1930s clothing vanish right in front of them.
Now, was she blonde?
Yeah, they said blonde.
I know, but was she?
Peg?
I just didn't know.
Oh, yeah,
I just didn't know.
Peg was totally blonde.
Oh, totally blonde. curtains match the drapes. Wait, that's
I don't
the same.
know that.
Curtains and the drapes are the same thing. So,
But isn't that the same?
Yeah, that's why I did it. That's why I'm giggling at myself because I'm stupid. It's carpet match.
Oh, carpets. I was like, no, you got that saying right.
Curtains match the drapes.
Now, so yeah, the curtains did match the drapes,
So
which
it's
also matched the
the foyer.
the things that block the light from coming in.
The shears.
The shears. So they saw her vanish. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
And then recently, there was a jogger who was just jogging her classic trail in Griffith Park
Classic jog.
at like dusk. And
Classic dangerous jog.
horrifying. Yeah, when I read, I was like, it was like at nighttime.
She was like, "Come at me."
No.
Come at me, danger.
Yeah, everything. Come at me
A
like
pack of
bad
coyotes.
guys, coyotes, a fucking mountain lion, ghost. Come on. now.
Cars
Come
on the way
cars
down.
On the way down. So she was jogging one night.
We're mad at her about it.
Please be careful, folks. Don't go jogging in a park at night.
Guys, the reason
That's scary.
we do this podcast is ghost prevention. We are trying to prevent you from being a tragic death and therefore ending up a ghost.
Yes.
Just stop doing
be
tragic.
a fun ghost.
Be a fun ghost. Just be like a spirit who comes and whispers in someone's
in
ear some
who needs
reassuring
it.
words.
Yes.
Don't be a
one of
tragic
those.
ghost.
A reassuring
Use
ghost.
your brain. Stay in your
Yeah,
lane.
don't be a jilted.
No more
Yeah.
jilted.
No more jilted.
No more jilted. Hashtag time's up, jilted.
Your time's up. Okay, so she's jogging one night, starts to sneeze
Oh,
and feel
shits
weird.
her pants.
Starts to sneeze, shits her pants, feels weird. No, starts to sneeze, feels weird, and smells gardenias.
She's like, I'm definitely
She's
allergic to
Also,
gardenias.
starting to get just chills, you know,
Ooh.
like
well,
just
because it's
getting hit
nighttime
with
and we live in a
chills.
desert. So
No, it's also warm at night a lot of the time.
gotcha.
And then she sees a woman with blonde hair
Blonde lady.
who seems to be walking on air.
Ooh.
And the woman
And on sunshine.
fucking turns around and runs the other way, which I'm like,
Rightly
that's
so. Absolutely.
the best thing. Fight or
Absolutely.
flight. She's fucking flight 100%.
Absolutely.
Good for her. And that is the haunting of the Hollywood sign.
I knew that there was a suicide up there, but I didn't know that she haunted the place.
Yeah, she haunts it.
She's
I
looking
feel-
for 12 other women to kill.
Oh no. I feel have there been more?
Suicides
Like doesn't
up
that
there?
feel like a thing?
I don't know if there's been more suicides up there.
Just the one. Which is already pretty like what's the word? Cinematic. You know,
like,
of
a dramatic suicide.
yeah, like I'm gonna jump off the H of the Hollywood sign.
It's like, chill out.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Go back to Broadway.
You're doing great.
But I mean, who knows? You know,
I get it.
a lot of shit was going on.
Hey, it was,
It was a bad time to be alive.
clothing was too hot.
Too hot, too many
She
layers.
probably wasn't going to kill herself, but then just got up to that hike and was like, I can't
I
go
am
down.
so hot.
It's too hot. I'm not doing this
too
again.
many stinky layers. I can't do this.
I can't even imagine cleaning my undercarriage after this.
Which I only get to do like a few times a week.
Yeah, clean that undercarriage.
Yeah, right? Like
You
in the
gotta
olden
really,
days.
you gotta really plan when you hike in the old days because you don't have a bathtub.
I bet they.
They
I
have a
guess
tub,
in
they have a
those
tub.
days they did.
They definitely had a tub.
But like in the olden days, you were lucky if you got if you fell in a river. But then you got like giardia, so it wasn't
What?
great.
what's a giardia?
Giardia is when you like drink river water and then you can't stop like pooping.
Oh, I have
It's bad.
that.
I mean, yeah.
Ugh, I got giardia. That was really fun.
That's the Hollywood
I mean,
sign.
it was sad, not fun.
Very sad. Poor Peg. I hope though she's having fun now.
Yeah, I hope she likes the fame that she has now.
Yeah. I hope she's just chilling out and
I mean, could you imagine if someone were like, "Oh, I someone didn't like my masonry work. And then it sent them off a ledge.
That is wild.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it's happened.
I'm sure someone's
because
been like,
there are.
could you move that wall? I don't like it. And
Yeah, that's my wall.
Masonry.
I made that wall.
I masoned it.
But yeah, I feel we hear more about it in the world.
I think it's because actors are
tough-
a teensy bit dramatic.
Yes,
a piddly bit.
a little bit.
I mean, but people be killing themselves for all kinds of
Yeah.
reasons. We're just saying, hey, you don't have to. You can call a prevention line.
Yeah,
We don't have the number handy.
no,
We'll
we didn't realize it was gonna be this. He's talking about ghosts, but talk to people.
Get out of this. Get out of this.
Get us out of
Anyway,
here, Marcy. Anyways,
so why don't you-
we love you.
Yeah, be safe. Why don't
Be
you
safe.
rate,
review, subscribe. Tell friends.
Tell friends. Email us your own jilted lover hauntings
Yeah.
at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Betsy, thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah, if there's like an urban legend in your town, tell us. We want to hear all about it. Anything kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Tell us
We'll
about
take
it.
even things that feel less paranormal and more like, what is this?
Yeah.
We'll take it.
We like that.
We love it.
We love it.
All
Can't
right.
get enough of it.
Kiss you. Bye.
Bye.
We are so excited for our guest today.
Yeah,
She
she's
is
the host of Cool Playlist and the head writer of Drop the Mic. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Eliza Skinner.
Yeah.
It's me. Also,
We did it.
Eliza has in my lifetime, Eliza has been a person that I don't see enough of, but every time I do, you tell me something I need to do, and then I do it and my life changes drastically. You told me to move to LA.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, you were
That's
like,
so cool.
she was like, but it was like 2 years before I did, but she planted the seed.
Yeah.
Where she was like, what do you want to do with your life? And I was like, I want to be like writing and acting and stuff. And she's like, in like television, she's like, well, then don't be here. And I was like, she's right.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at telling other people what to do. Not always great with telling me what to do, but yeah, I'm glad that I was helpful.
Well, I appreciate it.
Wait, when did you move to LA?
Like 7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Marcy, when did you move?
7 years ago.
Oh my
In June.
God.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess. I guess it's almost 8 now. So I was probably out here like a few months. And
But
was like,
it was in New York. Yeah, you
okay.
told me.
So before I even moved, I was
Yeah.
like,
That's
You were like-
so funny. I'm like,
Yeah, you're like,
gotta
you need
get
to
outta
be
here.
there. You'd probably come out, I'm sure.
well, yeah. Before I moved out here, I'd been visiting for a few years and desperately wanted to move here. But
Yes.
I was involved with someone in New York, and he was like, "We'll move soon." And finally, I was like, "I just can't wait anymore.
Yeah,
I gotta
we
go.
can't.
Sorry."
Ooh, it's the best.
and now
out
she's here and she's killing the game.
Killing it.
Trying, I'm
Yeah.
working.
Killing it.
Tell us about your podcast.
Yeah, it's Cool Playlist. It's sorry, it's me and a guest make a playlist for a specific life event, occasion, or moment.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
that's
it's really fun.
awesome.
And so we go back and forth listing the songs and kind of talk about them. And then I put out the playlist on Spotify so people can get the playlist that we've made. So we've done ones for like a first day in a very cool new outfit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was with Demi Adejuebe.
Awesome.
And a playlist for a very long bar fight
Oh,
with Brian Safi.
that's
God.
fucking rad.
That's really funny.
So we do weird ones, but then we also do normal ones. Like me and Bobby Moynihan did a playlist for Wake Up, Get Out of Bed. And me and Emily Gordon did a playlist for Walking Around After a Breakup.
oh,
So,
great.
Yeah, so they're
That's
like,
fun.
Betsy, you should go on and do one about like, oops, I just shit my pants.
Oh,
I would totally do that.
all right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Great.
I already have several songs popping into my head.
Me too.
Just the ones that were actually playing in your iPod when it happened.
Yeah, there's a big song that We Found Love in a Hopeless Place. It's a big
Okay.
shit my pants song.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's a whole emotional roller coaster because you've got the I'm fine, this is never going to happen. And then you've got the, oh my gosh, this is definitely about to happen.
It's happening.
And then you've got the, it's happening. And then you get the, oh God, it happened. What,
It happened.
What now? How do I go on?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's drama.
That's the big, that's a big one.
The whole musical.
It's a huge, a whole Rihanna musical about me shitting my pants on New Year's
a
Eve.
jukebox musical.
Or like one of those, that like the extended video, like a Lemonade style thing. It's like one flows into the other.
The video album.
Yes, that's what it is. Video
Oh,
album.
that's good.
Thank God for Beyonce for letting us know more about the video album. It's been a while since that.
Kanye did one before her, right? Yeah.
I hate to say that I didn't know that.
I think he did.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So we always start the podcast by asking our guests, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
This is a tough question for me.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because, the definition, how are we defining paranormal? Just anything that we can't see and explain?
Yeah, that's kind of
I would
it.
say
'Cause
that,
even like aliens and shit.
But even like religion is paranormal. Like God is paranormal.
Okay.
Right?
that's a big old ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, partly, but also a son and a father, depending which way. I am like really agnostic on everything, except ghosts. Don't believe in ghosts. Sorry, that's my big reveal. I almost told you when you booked me, but then I was like, I'm going to get in the room.
This.
Great, let's talk
I
about
like
it.
this.
I grew up very much believing in aliens, and I do, but I think, it's a way less fun form of it at this point. Like, just numbers-wise, I feel like there's got to be other things out
There
there.
has to be.
The disappointing thing is most of the other things is they're probably like amoebas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a cell, and that's not fun.
Unless, well, that's just thinking that they came after us. But if they came
Yes.
before, then they're probably they could be more evolved, but not humanoid.
Yes, so I'm hoping for that too. And hoping, fingers crossed, they're not evil.
What if there's a planet full of cats and then they are evil, but they're cute?
The problem is if it was a planet full of cats, it would just smell so bad.
It would be disgusting.
I
it would
love
be
the
a
way my cat
disgusting
smells. What are you
planet.
talking about?
Well,
love it
yeah,
when
I'm
the
not saying the
cat
cats would
sprays
smell
his
bad.
urine
I'm
in
saying
my
the
face.
place would smell
Yeah.
bad. Like that's also my problem with Cats, the musical, where the whole arc of it is one cat dies every year. If that was true, it would smell disgusting. Like you got to have a lot of
What
cats
if during
dying
the
all the
musical
time.
they like sprayed, like in the King Kong ride, his breath used to be banana.
Oh, that's really funny. Oh,
Just during the fucking musical.
yeah, just ammonia.
yeah. It's just like Windex.
No, it's in my mouth. It's in my mouth.
Because if they
God.
wouldn't be neutered. In
Yeah,
the,
no.
Oh, hell no. They'd be spraying shit
And they'd be like,
everywhere.
that kind of horrible
And they're
howl.
eating awful stuff, so they're just spraying diarrhea.
You know why I get so mad at my cat? Because I'm like, a year ago you ate garbage and now you're picky about food.
Me too. Every time my cat won't eat my food, I'm like, you literally are from a junkyard. A junkyard.
How dare
And
you.
cats don't care.
Yeah.
No.
They hate you.
Well, no, I've read those studies, and I do feel like they were often done by people who don't like cats. I feel like cats are a lot. It's a personality thing. Cats, like, they don't need to prove. They're not scared you're going to leave all the time. They don't need to prove it to you all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, a dog is like, oh God, what else do you need from me?
isn't
What else?
that so
and you're like,
cute?
yeah, I don't dislike
and the
dogs,
best and
but I think that
loyal.
if you think that's the only, like, that's the right way to be, it's like people. Like, you have some friends like that. Some friends that are like, oh boy, you sure are funny, Betsy.
Mono
I like you
Gabian.
sure a whole lot.
Mono.
Yeah. And then you got
desperate
some.
bastard.
And then you have some that, like, you don't hear from that much. And when you do, it's just like a chill, nice time.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Okay.
that's cool.
Although, if you leave my cat like in the house by himself for 30 minutes and come in, he's like, "Oh my God, where were you?" And he
Yeah.
jumps on the table to leap into your arms.
yeah, well, they can get a little codependent too.
He's codependent.
I have
bad.
my current cat. Don't let him hear me say that.
He's like, "What? Before me, there was one."
There was another.
Yeah, he's very codependent. But he's also happier now. I've moved into a place with lots of windows, so he can watch squirrel TV all day.
That's so cute.
So it's less. So if I'm not there, it's not like there was nothing to do all day.
Yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
like, ugh, you won't believe what Denise
What
did.
a day I had.
Denise is a
the
bitch squirrel.
Denise is such a good name for a squirrel.
But yeah, I believe it. That
Aliens?
aliens, that's just like that checks out for me.
Yeah.
And as far as like the more like spooky stuff, as I said, ghosts, no.
Okay.
when I hear ghost stories, I'm usually like, come on, there's another explanation. For me to
another
believe in a
reason.
ghost, they would have to be like, you know the ghost that teaches Patrick Swayze how to like move stuff?
Yeah, the mean
Hell
one with the
yeah.
weird hair.
Yeah, like I can't like a shifted chair. I'm like, yeah, there's something else.
I
to
almost
that.
said it
a
was
reason.
Tiny Tim, but it's not the.
No, but I know why you think that.
He
Yeah,
looks
he
like
does
him.
look like him. He's like little sad eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have to be somebody like something that would have to be like, smashed against a wall and
It
then,
would
like
have to-
burst into flames.
would
And
have
I'd be
to be-
like, okay, I get it. You're a
And,
ghost.
and you would have to be in the room to be
Yes.
like, there was nothing
yes.
like there's nothing.
Yeah.
I get
no
that.
subtle ghosts for me.
Yeah.
You're the kind of person who The Conjuring happens to. Like, you're the mom who's like, I'm sure it's fine. The kids are clapping.
Fine. Yeah, and then there's a floating
And then you get-
witch above you who
Yeah.
vomits into your mouth and you become all weird.
This may also be why I like stay in bad relationships for too long. Because I'm like, there's a different reason for
I
this.
don't
It's not just a ghost. He's working stuff out.
Yeah, there's more to it.
So you're
But like with horror stuff,
metaphysically optimistic, though.
yeah, we'll wait this out. It's growing pains.
yeah.
He's feeling himself, and I need to give him space
Yes.
to be a ghost. But like from like a horror point of view, the stuff that I connect with like horror movies,
Yeah.
which I think is more what interests me, and like it's never religious stuff. Which I think ghosts kind of have to do with.
Yeah.
It's never like the devil. Like, come on,
Yeah,
I don't
you
believe
could
in
give a
that stuff.
shit.
No.
Okay.
But mutations and like evolution, like us evolving and
Yes.
species evolving into other versions of those species that we could call monsters.
Okay, yeah.
That I believe in.
Yes.
yeah.
Ooh, that's
and-
spooky.
Right?
Yeah.
And like strange like bio changes with bodies.
Oh,
Like
God
that
damn
stuff
it.
fully I'm like that freaks me out and I buy it.
So
Yeah.
what's a movie example of that? Like,
I mean, I think like the pinnacle would be the remake of The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Oh, God. I
hadn't even thought of that. I was
but it's
thinking
like
more like-
science stuff, so I don't know if it counts
yeah.
as paranormal.
No, I mean it.
I think it does, though.
It does in that like it's science that has not been proven yet. Like, and that's
one
what
might say science fiction.
Yes.
Sci-fi.
Oh my God, is sci-fi?
Were you raised religious?
No, so here's the thing. I was raised Unitarian Universalist. Do you know what that is?
Oh, it's a place where they just have a building, but they don't do nothing in it.
Well, it depends on the church. But yeah, so the basic tenets of it are that humans seem to need religious communities. We create them with every society. You always have some sort of, okay, on this day we sit around the fire, we say these words, we do this thing, and then we dance around and then we eat. Like everybody does that. But the idea of you should have to think the same thing that I do, or my beliefs are better than yours or better than theirs. That's crazy. Nobody knows. There's no way to check
Right.
that stuff
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I'm on board with that.
Yeah, so let's get
like
together, talk about some stuff, bounce some ideas.
Should we put something
And,
on
like,
the walls?
still have the community.
No, nothing on the walls.
Well, no, the symbol is a chalice. It's a flame. So, which I think is really fundamental for people's
Yes.
spiritual beliefs. You think about how does fire happen,
How
and what would
does
we be
it?
without fire?
Yes.
Nowhere.
Yeah,
Dead.
it's like legit magic that happens all the time.
Yes.
That's true.
And we need it to live.
And it is alive.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
First time I did
it's-
mushrooms, I was I was in Amsterdam and there was a Christmas tree fire because that's what they were doing to get rid of the old Christmas
Yeah.
trees. And so I was just sitting there watching it, and I realized that fire is a dancer. And it just wants to perform for us. And what's heartbreaking is every time it tries to make us happy with this beautiful, this beautiful performance, we get upset. We get upset that it's burned down our house. We put it out. We tell it not to do it. We act like we hate it.
We get
and
upset
it just wants
that
us
it's
to love it.
burning down our house. That's so
It's like,
fucking
no, I'm
funny.
dancing on the walls.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I'm
dancing.
just dancing on the wall.
That's
Call your
so
fire.
funny. Ooh, that's so
parody.
funny. That's a cool. I've never heard of that.
You got to do more mushrooms, Betsy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait,
man.
what have you never heard of?
The what is it?
Universal.
Universal. Yeah,
Unitarian
Unitarian.
Universalist. It started as a Christian sect and then it's kind of moved from it. So like when I was a kid, Well, just anytime. The sermons will be like about a subject and kind of sample from different religions. Like this time of year would be like, springtime.
Yes.
So what does the Bible say about springtime? What does the Torah say? What does the Quran say? What did Native Americans say? What do Buddhists believe? Any other just like bits to kind of offer them up and be like, well, you take what you want.
Yes.
And then the priest would be like, and here's what I believe and why it's important to me.
Yeah.
Just me, Greg. Just saying.
Greg the
You
priest.
don't need to live by Greg's words, but
it's here if you want them. Yeah. And then let's go have some bagels and coffee outside and talk about our ceramic jewelry.
I think when I was a child and I knew about the Unitarians, I was like, they were like the first religion that I heard of that like accepted homosexuals or like that they were like liberal in that way. So I was always like, they're cool, but I don't know what they do.
Yeah, it's just, again, I think that comes from me saying that the way that I live has to be the way that you live.
Yes,
is bananas to me.
Yeah,
and I'm really glad that I got raised that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it spreads to a lot of stuff in my thinking. Like, I think it's so strange that people can't accept the concept these days, it feels like, of opinion. Like, if I say I don't like a movie, a lot of times people will be like, well, but no. But it's no, you can still like it.
It
I just
doesn't
did
matter. It's not harming you.
Yeah.
Although I have to yell at people who like 3 billboards. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you're wrong. That's wrong. You didn't like it.
Okay, well, how about food?
Yes.
It happens a lot with food. Like,
What?
Listeners are going to hate this more than the fact that I don't like ghosts.
Okay.
I don't like pizza.
Oh, interesting.
Get out of here.
Yeah. See?
Why?
Well, I've got a gut disease, which
that'll do it.
And pizza is full of all the things that are the most difficult for me to eat.
I think Betsy probably has the same gut disease.
I think you might. We can talk about it.
No, I'm fine. I'm doing perfectly fine.
She just shits herself multiple times a month.
No, I don't. I've only shit myself once.
But I can't eat bread, and I can't eat dairy,
cheese.
Yeah, so that knocks out most of pizza.
But did you love it at a point?
Well, here's the thing. I liked it at a point.
Yes.
It was when I was a child.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Like, no one's going out and like, chef, tell me about your wood oven fish fingers. You know? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I used to like macaroni and cheese with ketchup on it.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's a kid thing, but it's also so fetishized. I'm like, come on, who cares? I'm looking on like dating profiles and people be like, what's my personality type? Pizza.
Oh, that's so funny.
I will say that like
that's
9 times out of 10, if given the choice between like a rice pilaf that has a sweet ingredient in it, like raisins or pineapple or something like that, I would choose that over. Because I love rice.
And you like a little sweet treat.
Yeah, I like it like a sweet and a savory mix.
Well, and I'll say like the questions that you're asking in response to me not liking pizza, that's great. That's like, I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to understand your point of view. But I wrote an article about it and I legit was getting death threats. People were like, kill yourself. Or like, I hope you never reproduce so your line dies with you. Because of that.
Because you didn't like pizza?
Yeah, and I'm like, you realize that means you can still have as much pizza as you want.
Yeah.
You can eat more pizza. You can have my pieces. Like, why does it matter what I
Me
like?
not liking pizza means more pizza for you.
No, because fuck you. Because when we go out and hang out and I want to get a whole pizza, I want you to eat it, enjoy it with me. But that is the thing. People want you to enjoy what they enjoy so much. And I feel like this about ghosts. That like, if people don't believe, I've never tried to convince someone that ghosts are definitely real.
Yeah.
I have tried to convince you. I definitely want you to see one, but you hate that.
I don't want to see one.
I want Eliza to see one now. Instead of you, I want Eliza to see a man
It's
who
on
says,
you
I'm
now.
a ghost. And then he disappears and reappears and disappears and reappears.
Well, I like a good ghost story.
Okay.
I like a good spook factor and a nice dread. But I have a lot of questions about ghosts. Like, why are they always bad guys? Like, if there's a ghost, I'm not going to try to debunk ghosts.
No.
But the ghost I would prefer would be like a chill pal ghost.
But that's what I think.
Casper, a friendly ghost.
That is what I think ghosts are like.
Oh,
though.
okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think ghosts, I don't think all people are bad. Why would I think all ghosts are bad?
Maybe
Although
the nice ones are trying to like be polite and stay out of your way.
Yeah.
Just like a quiet roommate.
Or they're like, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
They like do something weird in your car. So you're like, why did I drop this thing so that you don't get hit by a bus?
Oh, that's
I think they're
nice.
doing stuff
Wait,
like
has
that.
that happened to you?
But I think we would call those angels.
I
wouldn't we?
assume maybe, but I assume every time that I drop something in my car, it's a ghost trying to save me.
From hitting a bus.
They're just like, you just would have gotten hit by a bus if you hadn't dropped all these. What did I like today? What shot off my car today? The little phone holder that I clip on.
Oh, yeah.
It shot off, and I was like, let me find this now.
While you're driving?
No, I stopped.
Okay.
I was in my driveway, so I was like, I guess I'm being saved by my ghost friends.
Ghost
Then a
trying to
bus
stop you from
did crash
texting and-
into a house.
Yeah. Ghosts don't
Holy
like
shit.
texting and driving.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh boy.
Good.
I had my next door neighbor in college in the dorm, the girl in the next room. She would talk about seeing ghosts like in bed a lot. She'd be like, "Yeah, I woke up and saw a ghost," and we were like, "Whatever, Julie, fine, live your life." And then one day, I was better friends with her roommate, and then one day her roommate was like, dude, Julie was so weird last night. And I was like, oh, she see another ghost? She was like, well, no, she sat up in bed in her sleep and just said, Eliza is bad. And then went back to sleep. So I was like, oh, I'm evil? I'm a witch?
That is so funny.
I've thought about
is
putting that in my
Eliza
bio.
is bad. That is, did she like remember waking up and saying that?
Nope.
No. That's so funny.
God, I love utterances in sleep.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's I feel like a lot of paranormal stuff is based on things like that because that is so spooky when it
That's
happens.
horrifying.
If you didn't know what was going on, like my roommate in college also, like she used to talk in her sleep and at first it creeped me out so bad, but then I got so used to it, I would just have conversations with her. Ooh. Like she'd be like, I don't know where it is. And I'm like, well, you said you did when we got in the car. She'd be like, I'm sorry. I don't
that
know
was your
where
first
it
like
is.
improv.
Yeah.
You were great, just
Yeah.
giving gifts and
My best friend in high school would talk in her sleep. She did a lot of weird sleep stuff, tons of stuff. Like once I woke up with her fingers in my mouth.
That's not just weird sleep stuff.
But I thought she was messing with me.
She was.
So I bit her fingers and they didn't move. And then I was just like, oh, she's
That is
asleep. So
so
I pulled them
fucked up.
out of my mouth and she like rolled over. But I've woken up with her like crumpled on top of my lap. Like, and then when I said, Rebecca, what are you doing? She's like, I'm trying to get a blanket. And then like pulled a blanket. Like I guess she had fallen asleep reaching for a blanket.
Sleep is so spooky.
but sleep is very
I remember
spooky.
specifically she once said, I gotta put the batteries in the peanut butter. And I was like, what?
That's a weird recipe.
One of my best friend from high school, we were all we would sleep over in his basement all the time. And we were still up. It was when the World Cup was happening years and years ago. And so a lot of the games were at like 4 a.m. And so a group of us were still up watching a game and he had gone to sleep. He wakes up, walks to the TV and we're like, hey, Andy, what's going on? No response. Turns off the TV, turns around. His eyes are closed and he's like, we got to go get churros. And then walks right back to sleep and lays down. We're like, what the fuck?
See, that's a nice ghost.
That's a good ghost.
Like,
Andy's
Gotta
a great
get some
ghost.
churros.
but like, have you seen somebody sleeping with their eyes open?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
horrible.
That's worse than any
Horrible.
ghost
Terrifying.
story. It's so
Terrifying.
creepy.
It's so horrifying.
I used to babysit for this girl who would sleep. You know how kids sleep in the like sitting up fetal position?
Yes.
Where they're like their
What?
butts in the air?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
used to sleep
So
like
they
that.
sleep like curled up. Yeah. Where they're like their heads almost like tucked. Yeah.
It's tucked, but she would do that with like her head to the side and her eyes half open.
Oh.
Which just looks like she's preparing to crawl on the ceiling. You
Yeah.
know?
Ew.
Like, it just looks like she's like gonna grudge it right out of bed.
Babies are just like sleep and they're scary.
They are.
With like
They're little like grub people.
just little guppy who are like who get like imaginary friends and you're like, is that a fucking ghost you're talking about?
They love looking at fans and lights. They're
Yeah.
always like staring at the ceiling and giggling at something. You're like,
Ew.
they're
What
just
is this?
But they're just like cats in that way too. That they're like fascinated by a bug.
Do you believe in like any like crystals or tarot? None of that, and like psychic
No
stuff,
psychic stuff.
nothing.
No, and guys, it's real hard in my female friendships.
Because they want to talk about it a
Yeah,
lot.
they do. I have stand up about it a little bit, but yeah, they really want to talk about that stuff, and I don't want to be the person who's like, "You paid $65 for a rock." There's like rocks
Well, they're
everywhere.
paying too much money for a rock.
Well, that was a very special one. But like, yeah, I don't, but I do believe in the power of ideas
Yeah.
and words.
Did you read Big Magic?
I didn't.
Oh, well.
But like, I think,
well, huh.
and I believe in placebo, and I think that
time.
that a lot of that stuff is placebo.
Yeah.
And where you put your intentions, where you put your
Yeah.
focus.
Do you believe in CBD oil?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I was
man.
like, is that placebo? Have I been tricking myself?
No,
that shit works.
Yeah, I've started. My most recent body freak out is hot stress hives. Specifically,
No.
there's a kind. I can't remember the term for it now, but there's a kind that if you scratch yourself, that will hive up.
Yes, I get that. Yeah.
And so I started getting little hives, and then I would scratch them, and then they would hive up even more.
I get that on my legs.
CBD. So I use CBD lotion with like a little bit of menthol in it, and it's like magic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
awesome.
What was I interrupted?
Placebo. I like that too. Of just
Yeah.
like, hey, if it works for you,
I mean,
And ritual is
Cool.
important.
rituals.
parents
So
do that
if
to
you have
kids
some
so
sort-
much.
yeah.
Like, I kiss the boo-boo and it makes it better. And they
Exactly.
believe that
yeah, and you're like,
helps it.
oh, okay, great.
Build a ritual for yourself that's like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
not whether it's getting over somebody or like your career isn't where you want it to be or just something, like to center yourself and make sure that you're using everything to get towards that. Because I do believe that's that shit about like we're only using a certain percentage of our brains.
Right.
Yes.
And there's more of ourselves that we can use.
Yeah.
And I think things like that are our best chance to tap into those.
Yeah. You
things.
guys start doing Sudoku more.
Oh, I
That
got you
opens
because
a
of my
whole other
brain.
part of your brain.
So, as someone who like considers themselves an empath, what do you believe about that ability in people? Like,
I fully believe in empaths and empathetic stuff way more than like psychics. I'm like, that's just to me. Okay. So with like the autism spectrum, we know from that there's an area in which people have a very hard time reading other people.
Yes.
Right. That's part of a lot of autism or
Yeah.
Asperger's. So by that logic, it would make sense to me that there's another end of the spectrum where there are people who are so finely tuned at reading other people, they can detect things that other people can't, and they're not even aware of how they're detecting it.
yeah, like almost all like people are like, dogs can smell fear, and it's like, well, this person can like sense like
You're blocked at work, and that guy isn't right for you.
yes.
Like the things that
Yeah.
psychics, like. So I do believe that there is wisdom in that.
Which isn't necessarily like metaphysical, but more like an evolutionary necessity
Yeah.
for people to be aware of what's going on around them, right?
I guess fundamentally, I think our bodies and brains are paranormal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Weird shit happens.
I know there's like studies done where people like there's this app where you can kind of like log your dreams, and it's an international study that they're doing where people will dream cyclically about similar things, and it'll be in different areas of the world that people are dreaming about blank right now.
Yeah.
And then it happens that like that they believe that there's some kind of connection like between humans, and maybe it can be like different hemispheres, different like so different seasons, different, but like they're like there's a certain percentage of the world right now dreaming about blank.
my cat spit up on my bed right before the last earthquake.
Do you think that was
do you
a
think it-
I do. He
The
never
one that,
does
like,
that.
just
He really,
recently
like-
happened?
Yeah. He like he normally has a lot of respect for my space and his space, and I was like, oh my god, what is this about? And then there was an earthquake, and I was like, I kind of think it was about this. I think like on some level, my cat was like,
'cause
no,
isn't that,
everything's
like-
wrong. Everything's wrong.
Yeah, isn't that a thing? Like animals
Animals
sense
act weird with
something's up because like there's
and we're
a change in
animals,
stuff.
so
yeah. Well, yeah. Then
Did I blow it?
No, that was a response to what you were saying. I was
Yeah.
like, might have leapt too far.
no, I got it. But
Yeah, and I think that again, the parts of the brain that we're not aware of, or not
Yeah.
not aware that we're using or not using, are involved
what
in
about
dreams.
Reiki?
That I got a harder time
And I still
with.
don't know
I
what
don't really
Reiki
understand it
is.
100% either, but the idea that like someone can put energy over you and like it heals a part of your body.
Why is their energy better than my energy?
Because they're
Yeah,
more
fuck that.
Yeah,
I
fuck them. You know, I don't believe in
Fuck
it
that
either.
shit.
I've never done it, so like I don't
I
know.
have no clue.
Yeah, I've known people who've done it. Like I used to work as a concierge, and we would have to hire massage therapists. And a lot of them were like, "I'm also a Reiki healer," and I'm like, "Okay,
All right, just do the massage.
You know what? You know where I like first heard of Reiki was I was staying up late watching Real Sex on HBO, and there was this
my
like
God.
Reiki
What a show.
like
What
sex
a show.
I don't know segment where it was like showing people orgasming from like Reiki and
That's
stuff.
another thing that feels freaky paranormal to me."
Orgasms,
Yep.
ghosts.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, the French call it a little death, right?
Oh, yeah.
Le petit mort.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
They're so
That's
fun.
very funny.
That's freaky.
What about
So you think it kills you a little bit?
It does something to you.
what
yeah.
about
Yeah,
nocturnal
I think
emissions?
that's
Just normal.
ghosts. That's ghosts coming out of boy dicks.
Okay, we got you. All right, we came around. to it.
Okay, all right.
And that's why girls all love ghosts.
Yes.
Well, I know why girls love ghosts. It's because we live in a constant state of panic and fear and like what's around the other corner. So we would like to believe that maybe the sound in our house is a ghost rather than a man.
Rather than
Yeah.
a man breaking
Well, and I think
in.
there's also like we get trained to be attuned to danger.
Yes.
Constantly everywhere.
Yeah.
And so we're like,
That is my sexist belief on why women are way more chatty about their belief in ghosts than men are, because men aren't used to being constantly in fear, so they don't like confessing that they're afraid of something that they don't know because they don't like that power taken away from them. I've talked about it a few times.
toxic ghostulinity.
Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, we're back with
That was
Eliza.
such a good break.
I love your
right?
rake bits.
What a cool break we just had, right?
Betsy did so much stuff during the
I did
break.
so much stuff.
I just have call your ghost friend stuck in my head now.
Call your ghost
friend. Tell him all your shit. Call your ghost friend.
I really
could
want to
keep
say, I'm not just telling you to listen to one of our podcasts, but you gotta listen to this lady, Amanda Sparrow Teague Large, whatever. I got it all wrong, but she married a ghost, and it's a few. We have
She
released.
So that was
She married a ghost.
wow.
In international waters.
Who asked who?
They talked it over.
Yeah, it's like pretty mutual from what I understood.
They have a spiritual relationship, a spiritual marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we thought it would be fun for you to listen to some ghost stories,
Yes.
and we'll talk about what you think it could be.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
right.
very
I can
fun.
debunk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get to
Hey,
debunk,
listeners.
and
Sorry. Sorry, it happened this way. All right, let's listen.
I'll try not to be
we
too
believe.
much of an asshole.
No, it'll be fun.
Just know that for as much as Eliza doesn't believe, I'll believe twice that
Well,
hard.
and hey, how about this? I smugly go home being like, ghosts aren't real. No, haha, I fooled you, ghost. And then in my sleep, get attacked by ghosts.
you gotta let us know if you get
If I get
haunted.
attacked? Okay.
Yeah.
If you get brutally attacked by ghosts, let us know.
Yeah, I'll text.
All right, let's listen
Oh,
to
I
this.
was-
Oh, wait, what were you going to
Shit.
say?
Did you forget that you got
I was
brutally attacked by
just-
ghosts?
Oh, no, this is a little more fucked up, and I thought it was a ghost, but it was just the Golden State Killer.
What?
I've been watching and reading about it. I was reading Michelle
McNamara.
Yeah. How do you say her last name?
McNamara or no?
McNamara. I read her book. It's great. And we don't need to talk about this.
What happened?
Well, so there's a town hall meeting with for Sacramento, and this dude stands up and is calling out the killer, being like, I don't get why, like, even with a man in the house, he's able to get away with this stuff. Da, 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 da. The next attack, it was on that dude and his wife.
That's like
So people
that's
were
like when you
he
play
was
mafia.
there. Yes. Yes.
You don't get too mouthy when
And
you're
like the thing of like,
talking.
don't get too cocky with no ghost being around,
Oh,
because
yes.
they'll get you.
You can't be cocky about nothing. Fate, you can't tempt fate in that way.
Never
Yeah.
tempt fate.
Are you superstitious?
Oh yeah, that's
You're a musical
good.
theater person. I imagine you have to be a little.
I'm not really superstitious. Again, rituals.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
rituals
Okay.
are good, and they're for centering me.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
focusing me. And
Like, will you say Macbeth in a theater?
The whole play.
Yeah, will you perform the whole play in the theater?
No, I don't. But that's more of being a community thing because
Okay.
like someone
Because
else will be
you
like,
don't want to
"Oh,
fuck
no!"
with somebody
Yeah,
else.
Yeah, but like I have certain things that I do before every show, and
So she's not superstitious, but she's not an asshole then.
yeah.
But like, if you don't do the things before the show, do you feel it fucks you up?
A little bit, but sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like I just haven't given myself the best shot.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and I haven't put myself in the place that.
Because I used to be very like superstitious before shows and stuff of just like, if I don't do blank, 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 and blank, then I will not have a good show. And fortunately, through time and therapy, I've gotten rid of that OCD kind of style.
Yeah, because that was like borderline like OCD, right?
and
or
that's-
borderline.
That's a lot of also these things. Like I think, so I watched Last Temptation of Christ recently.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen it?
No.
No.
Not since I was a kid, at least.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese's take on the Christ story
Yeah.
with Willem Dafoe, who
Yes.
what great casting.
Oh,
But they kind of present the beginning of it. It really just feels like Jesus is insane. Like he's hearing voices, and like if someone acted the way that Jesus acted according to the Bible around us, everybody would be like, "You're crazy."
Yeah.
Okay. Snakes talk to you. All right, we gotta
Cool,
not invite
man.
him or like get him some help or something.
yeah.
And I really feel like there's a lot of crossover with. I mean, there's so much we don't understand about mental illness,
Yes.
and brains.
Yeah.
Especially back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah,
and
they didn't-
stuff,
yeah.
like-
Yeah. So, and there's this weird divide where it's like, this stuff is bad and a sickness, and this stuff is magical and going to save us. Where it's like, well, hey, maybe there's some wisdom on both sides.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some random nonsense on both sides also. You know? There's also a book. Have you guys read Ender's Game?
No.
So that's
No.
it's by Orson Scott Card, who's
Yeah.
not a good dude. But he wrote a bunch of books afterwards that like he kind of took two series that branched off of it. One was following one character and one was following like the evolution of this world.
Okay.
And in the one about the evolution of the world, it different countries of the Earth each got their own planet, and on one planet they had a religion where they were like the highest class of people were kind of these special sort of bishops in this religion.
Yes.
And the way that you could tell if you were going to be that kind of person, there's like a class element, but it was also if you were super OCD. They didn't call it that. It was just like people who would count grains in wood, and just do like really finely tuned OCD stuff. And then finally, at the end, spoiler, no one's gonna read this. But at the end, people were like, "Oh wait, we had to diagnose this whole planet, and we've got them medicated, and they're much happier now, and they've got a better system." And that wasn't religion; that was mental illness.
Yeah. That's fascinating. And
Brains are super powerful and weird.
God.
All right, let's
Yeah.
ruin someone's story, okay?
Gosh,
Here we go.
Now we'll
Hey Betsy, hey Marcy, this is Becky. I just want to let you guys know how much I love the podcast. It's my favorite. I get so excited for it every single week. But what you guys want to hear about is my ghost story, so here you go. Well, to start out with, I was raised Mormon, and in the Mormon religion, they very much so believe in spirits. They refer to them as spirits, not so much ghost. And it was just a pretty normal thing for me growing up. My mom would tell stories about seeing spirits from our family and people visiting her and dreams and things like that. So it was just a very normal part of my growing up, being raised in that sort of setting. So it's never really been a question of whether or not they exist, because of course they do. And I just remember growing up as a kid and always, being creeped out by things and worried. And we lived in like these like old farmhouses and stuff like that, because my mom thought it was really cool for us to rent farmhouses instead of like living in normal houses. So that's a whole thing. So one of my stories that I think of when I think about ghost stories. When I was like 20, I lived in this apartment with my cousin and another roommate. And this other roommate, she was kind of into some weird stuff at the time, going through a lot of transitions and changes. And so it was just kind of this whole weird vibe sometimes in the apartment, not just because, hormonal 20-year-olds, just because it was weird. And I remember I'd go to bed at night and I'd be the only one home, and I would hear walking up and down the hallway, and it would just creep me the fuck out. And we lived on the top floor, so it wasn't like I was living or hearing the people above us. Was something in our house walking up and down. And, part of my mom always would tell me that you could just tell spirits not to come in and that they were not welcome in your space. And so I would go to bed at night and I would just say, "You're not welcome in here. Do not come in." I'd sometimes say it out loud or just in my head. And I always felt like my bedroom was just fine. Well, so one day I came home and it was in the middle of the day, and I just left my cousin at work, and my other roommate, I knew she was in class because we texted and talked about it earlier in the day. So I knew she was in class, and I walked in, I opened the door, and all of a sudden I heard some light footsteps running down the hall. Ew. And then the back door just slamming closed. No. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I just noped it out of there. I was like, nope, out. Fucking out. And I remember it just felt like so dark and heavy, and I was just, even if I wouldn't have heard the footprints or the footsteps, I would have been like, nope, out of here. So that was pretty fucking creepy. And I mean, unless we had somebody living in our fucking roof, then there was something going on. And then my apartment that I live in right now, I live in downtown Salt Lake City, and my building is about 100 years old, and I live on the top floor. And my former roommate, she told me a couple months ago how she was all excited because she just started seeing ghosts again, which I was like, the fuck? Come on. And she was like, no, whenever I see ghosts, I know that I'm feeling comfortable and like open to spirits and things like that. And so it's a good thing for me to see ghosts. I'm like, well, don't fucking let them in here because I'm like Betsy, where I'm like kind of believe in them. And of course, I think I do believe in them. But I don't want anything the fuck to do with them. I'm like, nope. Don't wanna. So I asked her, don't invite them into our apartment. And she was like, okay, sure, that's fine. Wink. And she did. So anyway, so she moved out. My boyfriend moved in. And a couple of weeks ago, I was sleeping and I just woke up screaming because there was a tall man figure at the end of the bed with a hat on, just staring, just watching. Ew. And it just creeped me the fuck out. And my boyfriend, I'm like shaking him and he's like, what are you even talking about? I'm like, there was a ghost. There was a man at the end of the bed. Didn't you see it? And he's like, no, I'm sleeping. Like, go back to bed. So I was super freaked out. And then a couple nights later, I was asleep and he'd gone to work. He works really early and I was just laying there by myself and I was asleep, and all of a sudden I woke up to this woman who'd walked up and she had put her hands on me and she was touching me. And I woke up just like, oh, and then I just thought, oh, well, it was just a ghost. It's okay.
Oh, no.
I think I'm far more afraid of being murdered than a ghost. But so I decided after that I needed to try and do some things to set the mood different in my apartment. I saged it and everything. Ritual. And then I decided to set intentions that I don't want any ghosts in my house. They're not welcome unless they're a member of my family who has good intentions for me. And then I specifically said I'd like it if my brother Jeremy came. He passed away a couple of years ago. And so I said, Jeremy, if you want to come and hang out, that would be great. And immediately, like the next morning, I woke up feeling so much lighter in my apartment and like the mood had changed so much. And that night I dreamt all night long of my brother Jeremy. And I haven't really ever had any dreams about him, like not very many since he passed away. And ever since then, I have dreams about him all the time now. So I know that he's been here and he's like being a good older brother and like taking care of me and getting rid of the bad things just like he did when he was alive. So, I just all of a sudden got a little choked up. But yeah, so there's my ghost story. So right now, my house is currently being haunted by my big brother, and I don't mind it at all. And I just hope he keeps away all the other bad things that I don't want in my house. So yeah, there's my story. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I do think the first one was a man.
Yeah,
think
that was someone who lived in
someone
like a crawl space. You've heard those
lived.
stories, right?
Yes.
But tell
God.
some. I love those stories.
Oh, just that, like, yeah, that there are people. People have encountered people living in their
That
like,
is-
closet, crawl spaces, attics.
There's
attics
like
a lot.
a video on YouTube of a person crawling out of a cabinet. But I think that's not real. I think that was
Yeah,
like a
cabinet's a
viral,
tough one.
yeah, a viral
Well,
campaign.
there was one that I read that was like someone who the person in their attic was like taking care of the dog.
Oh.
Like they had a puppy that
And they would leave the puppy in the bath. Like, but one
Yes,
day they
like in the
found the
bath-
puppy in the bathroom. They're like, we
Yes.
didn't put the puppy in the bathroom.
yeah. And it turned out, it was some homeless
Yeah.
person living in there.
Yeah, and he had like,
She was like trying to be helpful, like that.
was like petting the dog and stuff. Also, the Golden State Killer would do that. You were talking about that earlier. The reason why
keep going.
because like people would own dogs and they'd be aggressive dogs, and the Golden State Killer was like,
would develop a relationship.
yeah,
with the
he was
dog.
like going
Yeah.
stalking the people so much that he would like bring treats and like make the dog like him.
Yeah.
yeah.
fucking
See, that's way more scary.
Yeah.
The actual murder people.
Oh yeah, that's what I
Super
always
scary.
say. Like, I'm not like super scared of ghosts. I'm way more afraid, like Becky said, of like just a murderer being in your house.
Oh, God, it's so scary.
But Jesus Christ, Becky, when you were in Salt Lake, or where was it with your
Yeah,
college
I think it
roommates, you had a person living in your
Oh,
house.
God. Yeah, that's so creepy.
Yeah.
Because why would a ghost run away from you?
And why would they have to slam a door?
They would just be like, "Bzz, I don't exist."
Yeah.
That's a dude.
That's a dude or a lady.
Or a lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies can hide out in houses, too.
The Twilight Zone episode that stuck with me that I saw like as a kid that I think about all the time is about. Can I tell you?
Yes.
Okay, it's about this. There was this kid who was getting bullied at school, and he kept having. They kept getting stories in the newspaper about this shadowy figure murdering people at the park, and then this kid kept getting bullied at school over and over again.
I've seen this.
Yeah. And then the kid, the lead kid, sees this shadowy man come out from under his bed with a hat on, just like a cloaked figure, and he's like, "Oh my God, 'cause you're the murder guy!" And the guy's like, "Don't worry, I would never hurt you. You're my host. I live here." And so then the kid, when he gets bullied again, says to the bully, like, "All right, meet me at the park at night. We'll settle this." Because he knows that his murder guy murders people there. His like shadowy ghost man murder. So he goes to the park, and the bully's looking at him, and he's like, "All right, you want this?" And he's like, "Yeah, come on." And then the bully looks behind him and is like, "Oh no," and gets really scared and runs away. And the boy's like, "Haha, yeah, because my dude back here scared you." And he turns around and looks at the shadowy ghost man, and the guy keeps approaching and doesn't stop. And he's like, "Wait,
like, "No, no,
you
no."
said you wouldn't hurt me." And the man says, "Oh no, that was one of the others."
Isn't that so?
Isn't that spooky?
Oh, I love that one.
I got such chills.
Yeah, I think, is it called The Shadow Man?
I think it is. Yeah, I looked it up. Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Do you think
good.
is that what influenced people to have all these Shadow Man sightings? Like this
I
is
don't know. Or
what
maybe
she
it came out
described.
of
Is it like-
Shadow Man.
What she described is a thing specifically people around the world, because I listened to some Australian podcasts, and people describe this person, this man at the end of their bed with a hat on.
And haven't they for years? Years.
I mean, at least in like recent history, like
Oh,
not
okay.
like the 1500s, but like in like the 20th, 19th, and 20th century. Yep, these people have been describing this man.
Wonder.
It's so weird, but it's like
Do you think that it's like one specific man?
no.
I like it being the army of shadow men.
Yeah, I like it being and
Well, and also the lady on her is kind of like that old hag.
The lady putting there. Well, also could just
But
be
was
like.
that in a dream?
It sounded like it was a dream, but
Like
that she
sleep
woke up to the
paralysis.
feeling of it.
Oh,
though.
okay, yeah. So
Because that's the old
it
hag
felt
in
very
sleep
real.
paralysis.
Well, I mean, maybe, but it also could just like she didn't describe it necessarily as a hag, so I don't.
I mean,
know.
old lady, I think. Of
You think
hag.
that's all old ladies are hags?
Fuck yeah,
You're
my
like,
mom.
Let's go
Big old hag.
hag Sue.
Hag Sue.
But then I do like that idea of like, I wish I think of a better name for a haunting when you believe it's someone you like.
A visitation.
A visitation, yes.
Jaunting.
well,
A jaunting.
yeah, and all that stuff. I feel like, I mean,
No, it's okay. We
let's talk
understand.
about
Like I
it.
said, Becky, I believe enough for Eliza.
We believe it.
okay, well, for that stuff, it felt like, yeah, she was setting a different intention for herself and
Yes.
a different energy that she wanted to put into her
Also, Pam
home
Murphy-
and read from her home.
We had Pam Murphy on the podcast, and she talked about that she thinks that when someone dies and you miss them, you can remember so much about them that like it's this memory of like I smell them, but it's like a memory.
Well, and I think it's also everything has energy, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
rather than energy rather than energy like taking form and being outside of you and affecting things around you,
Yeah.
I think that we can absorb that energy, and it goes to especially people who you had a tight relationship with and that you cared a lot about.
It's
each
like
other.
in your-
so they're like they become a part of
At
you.
a cellular level that
Yeah.
you're like, I can feel this. My body feels
I
this.
like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and so rather than them being outside and doing things for you, they are that energy is helping you see things in a certain
Yeah.
way,
You know what?
and approach things in a certain way that maybe you wouldn't have without it.
I am still haunted by a memory of one specific man's hug. It was Colin Farrell's assistant at the time,
Whoa,
a big
dude.
swarthy man named Ante, and he hugged me and he was wearing a leather jacket and he smelled like fish oil. And I'm haunted by Ante often. I was like, what a
You
big,
absorb that
I
energy.
absorbed his energy.
oh, what a big man.
I'd take all that energy.
Yeah.
You smell like
I'll be haunted by
you
that.
smell like fish oil, and I don't hate it.
Not leather, huh?
It was it was like leather and fish
combo.
oil, but I think he was taking fish oil
Yeah, dude.
and also wearing leather. Very
Oh,
smooth.
hell yeah. Smooth.
In the desert, you know.
Leather. In the desert?
Wild
yeah.
things happen in
Ooh,
the desert.
wearing leather in the desert is
Ante.
ante. That is ante.
Yeah, and like as far as not believing and stuff, also I was thinking about it while I was playing too. That like I've met so many people who are really shitty when they don't believe the same thing as somebody else. Like they'll be like, "You believe in ghosts, you idiot. You believe in religion? What a dumb."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't have that feeling. I'm like, I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me, but what do I know?
But who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch me get proven wrong.
I mean,
Yeah, you could get
I
haunted.
believe a lot of crazy stuff, but recently I had a student in a class say that she was at a metaphysical store and saw a crystal, and she said the crystal whispered to her, "Put me in your pussy," and then she did, and she said,
I mean, that
really
seems like that girl.
woke
Too
up-
many easy lines are going to work on her.
She said it woke up her root chakra, and then I was just like, all right, I have my limits. And then I was like, you can't be putting I was like, was it at least a yoni? And she's like, no. And she's like, I found
Was
out
it
it's
at least
toxic
a
to human. I was
yoni?
like, you put a toxic crystal in your vagina?
I mean, I've
Oh,
been there.
God.
I have a magic 8-ball that like I keep by the on my coffee table and like
Yes.
use all the time. But my
fine.
attitude towards it is this gonna thing I want to happen? Yes. Oh, I love my magic 8-ball. Oh, is this other thing that I want to have gonna happen? No, this thing is broken. This doesn't work.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is all bullshit.
I
We have a sassy 8-ball
Oh,
in
yeah.
our house. It's funny.
I feel that way about like I always want to hear someone's opinions because I'm like, if I hear it and disagree with it, that'll help me make a choice. So like I think that like even with psychics, when I'm like, I don't like what you said, then it like helps me make a choice about something. So I kind of love that.
Oh,
I
that's
think-
great.
I think that also, I think it's empowering, and I think that's also kind of my viewpoint on all of this stuff with like the energy. It's you
Yes.
are the one to do it. It's not something else that's pulling you
It was
or changing
inside
things
of you.
for you.
That's
Oh,
very
it's you.
RuPaul.
Yeah,
Call is coming from
Yeah.
inside the house.
Yeah, we're all born ghosts. Everything else is drag.
Yeah.
This has been a really fun
That is
episode.
so good to think of.
Yes.
Thank you.
Like, it is all you.
Yeah. And the way that you affect
And
other people
however-
and people affect you.
Yes, and if a crystal helps you, then fucking
Just
cool.
don't be sticking just any crystal in your pussy, guys.
Yeah, wait for it to be a yoni.
You know, like there's those. There
don't
are
know a
like
thing
Swab it
about
down
'em.
or something.
there are like crystals
Yes.
that they've like polished
Purell
and
it.
they made it in the shape of an egg so that you can.
See, I
so
worry
that
about
you
those.
can shove it.
No,
How you get those back
everywhere.
out?
you like
What if you end up with a
like a
crystal
bird.
egg baby?
You shoot it out.
Yeah,
Only if I'm getting tipped.
Yes.
Eliza, thank you so much for being on.
so
Tell
much.
everyone where to find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Eliza Skinner, or Instagram at @eskins because I like to be confusing.
Yeah.
And you can find my podcast Cool Playlist wherever you like podcasts.
Yes.
Hell yeah! Thanks, Eliza.
Thank you
for having me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.